Hello traders, welcome back to Trading Life Masters. This is Zicheng here, one of the lecturers in Trading.life. In this video, I'll be sharing you some of the bearish candlestick patterns that I personally use. So before we start, I hope you can first press the like button, share the video with your friends, and lastly, subscribe. Before this video, I've had a video on the bullish candlestick patterns that I use. And if you have not watched it, I hope you can go ahead and watch it because I'm sure it will be beneficial for you. Without further ado, let's get started. So let's begin with the first bearish candlestick pattern that I always use. So the first bearish candlestick pattern is the evening star. So this is the structure of the evening star. Firstly, we have the big bullish candle, then we have a small body candle, then we have the big bearish candle. Now for the evening star, this does not have to be either bullish or bearish as long as it has a very small body candle and it is above the previous candlestick. It cannot be in the middle or at the bottom. This is not what we want. So this is what we call the evening star. So when evening star occurs, there's a chance or possibility that the price could reverse to the lower side. What is the price psychology behind this evening star? So why does it tell us that price could potentially reverse? So previously we had the big bullish candle. It means that the buyer momentum is very strong. The next one, we had a small body candle. It means that the buyer momentum is now lost, and we have some wicks as well, which means that there are sellers here ready to push the price down. Therefore, this is why we see a wick here rejecting the price lower and close the body. Next up, we have a big bearish candle to show us that the big sellers have fully stepped in and ready to push the price lower. So these are the signs that the price could reverse towards the downside. The next bearish candlestick pattern that I always use is the bearish engulfing. So how does the bearish engulfing look like? It looks something like this. So for the bearish engulfing, previous candle has to be a bullish candle, then the second candle will be the bearish candle. Now how do we know if it's a bearish engulfing? We want the candlestick to fully engulf the previous bullish candlestick. What you can do is you can actually draw a line, extend the line from the highest point of the bearish candle, extend a line from the lowest of the bearish candle, then you see if the bullish candle is within what you have drawn, if it's covered, if it's within that rectangle box. If it is, it tells us that it's a bearish engulfing. So what's the price psychology behind the bearish engulfing? When the bearish candlestick fully engulfs the previous bullish one, it tells us that sellers have fully stepped in and there is strong seller momentum. This shows that there is more selling activity compared to buying activity, which shows us there's a possibility or there's a chance where the price could reverse towards the downside. I'm sure right now you have understood the two bearish candlestick patterns that I always use. So I'm going to share everyone a very useful indicator here. I'm sure some of you are beginners here and you are not sure if the pattern that you have identified, if it's correct or not. So I'm going to recommend use this indicator to assist you in finding those candlestick patterns. So right here we have trading view. You have to head over to indicators, type in all patterns, and you're going to choose the first one under technicals, all candlestick patterns. Press it and you see there's something that appears onto your chart. So this indicator automatically plots your candlestick patterns for you. So what is this? BE means bearish engulfing. So let's see if it's a correct bearish engulfing. So we can see it pointed at this candle. Did this candle fully engulf? Yes, it did. So it is a full bearish engulfing. So it can help you to identify, but of course remember, this is not a signal. You have to combine with other factors when you are entering the trade. So this is the bearish one. Then it helps you start doji as well. Then we have the bearish engulfing here. Bearish engulfing here. Anything else? Bearish engulfing here. So of course you can customize this indicator. Go under the settings, you can actually choose all the patterns that you want for it to identify for you. So it's actually a very useful indicator for beginners, but I would say do not completely rely on this. This is just to assist you. Once you are familiar and train your eyes strong enough, you can abandon this indicator and solely rely on yourself. Here comes to an end of this video. I hope you have fully understood the bearish candlestick patterns that I use. Besides that, I also host daily live streams on trading.live. So if you are interested, feel free to join me there, as I have daily analysis and as well as educational session as well. Thanks for watching till the end. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye and trade safe.